I keep my goals to myself, cause whenever I share it with folks, they get a look upon their face and their memory floats to a time where their goals and the stars ain't...
What's good? We're going to get into the predictions for the Royal Rumble, which takes place live from Saudi Arabia. This has been a very weak build to the Royal Rumble. Triple H should be ashamed of himself, but we all know he's not, because he's going to be making a bunch of money along with other people from TKO. So they don't care about the Royal Rumble, which is their second biggest show of the year. It makes no sense, right? There should be hype around this. And there's none whatsoever. None. No one cares that it's in Saudi Arabia. We knew it was going to be in Saudi Arabia. You still got to put forth the effort and actually care. But Triple H can't be bothered to do that. It's pathetic, man. It's absolutely pathetic. And we've got 4 matches on this show. 4. Yes, you heard me right. 4. You mean to tell me we can't get 6 matches? Are you kidding me? You couldn't add, I don't know, Stephanie Vacker and Raquel Rodriguez have their street fight in Saudi for the women's world title? You couldn't do that? You couldn't do something with the tag team division? You couldn't do that? Right? Something. Like, damn. 4 matches? 4? Gotta be kidding me, man. It's ridiculous. It's a damn shame, man. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. I don't get it, man. I truly don't get it. And I'm going to say it now. I think since we're getting the Rumble in Saudi, and for next year, Saudi's getting WrestleMania, I think we are being prepped for WWE being sold. TKO initially selling WWE to the Saudis. I could see that happening. I really could. I really think that could be a possibility to where we see the Saudis own WWE. I hope I'm wrong. I really, truly do. But it feels like the way things are going ever since TKO took over WWE and all this corporate greed and all this shit, they're gearing up for a sale. They're going to bleed WWE dry. And then after that, they'll hand them off to the Saudis. So, I don't know, man. I hope I'm wrong on that. I really, truly hope I'm wrong on that. Before we get into the match card, let's talk about the venue. It's going to be taking place at the venue is going to be at the King Abdullah Financial District. That's interesting. Don't know how many people it can hold. I would assume maybe 30, 40,000 people. I don't know. I really don't know, because it doesn't say. I'm trying to look at it and everything, and it doesn't say anything like how many people it holds. So we don't know. So we don't know how big that's going to be. but that's the venue, and it's the KAFD for short. So that should be interesting, though. What is not interesting, again, there's only 4 matches on the card. I'm going to save the Rumbles for last. So let's just go ahead and talk about the retirement match. AJ Styles versus Gunther. AJ Styles' career is on the line. If he loses, he's done with WWE. And I don't see AJ being done with WWE. I just don't see it. I feel that there probably is going to be a third match to this. There needs to be. You have enough time. You can do AJ and Gunther 3 at the Chamber, or do it on a random Raw like you've done before in the past, which would be fine. But I just do not see AJ losing and calling it quits this early in the year, right? Just to basically sit out for the remainder of the year. I don't see that. And to me, it doesn't make sense, right? We know AJ Styles, this is his last year, basically. So I think AJ will win. He should win via like a roll-up. Let's say Gunther is kicking his ass pretty bad. Let's say Gunther goes for like a powerbomb or the sleeper hold he does. And let's say AJ rolls him up that way and he wins that way, keeps his career intact. I think that would be good, if we're being honest. I think that would be a good way, because I do think that AJ Styles and Gunther should have a third match, right? It just doesn't make any sense, because once AJ retires, I could see him going to TNA for a brief little bit, a brief little stint, to do some stuff with Leon Slater and probably do some stuff for Mike Santana, right? I think that would be great. Then maybe he goes to Japan, not New Japan, but probably Pro Wrestling Noah. So I think that's what's going to happen once AJ does call it quits in WWE. And I do want AJ to probably stick around up to Mania. And I think hopefully that does happen. I think what's in the cards for Gunther is going to be Brock Lesnar. So that's really where this is all going for Gunther. Him versus Lesnar at Mania. To me, that's fine. That's a decent opener. Not main event. We know, come on, Gunther main event? Hell no. I mean, again, he's a good worker, but no, you're not going to close the show with Gunther. Night 1 or night 2 of WrestleMania. That's not going to happen. Nope, under no circumstances. I'm sorry about that. And if that pisses some of you diehard Gunther fans off, well, get fucking real. Come on, man. I'm a fan of Gunther. I like him. He's okay on the mic, and he's a decent, he's a really good in-ring worker. But in the character department, no. He's as dry as paper. It's like watching paint dry when it comes to Gunther in the character department. All right, moving on. Next, Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Drew McIntyre is going to win. Clearly, Sami Zayn is going to lose. Why would Sami Zayn need to win anyway? We all know that Sami Zayn is going to get the Cody Rhodes treatment as to how he's going to be brought to the top and get close and then lose, and then he has to build his way back, get his redemption and everything else for him to win the title next year. Now, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not, right? I'm a fan of Sami Zayn, but I'm not a fan of him being undisputed champion. I'm not. It doesn't sit right with me. I think it would be better for Sami Zayn to go after the world title, right? It fits him. It makes the most sense. I just feel that that would be his best option since it's only been around for 2 years. And it is the second coming of the Intercontinental Championship. So that's really the best option for Sami Zayn, right? We know that WrestleMania 43 is going to be in Saudi, right? But to me, it just would seem very, very fucking weird for Sami Zayn to be undisputed champion. It just would feel weird to me. So I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre retaining. Maybe he wins underhanded means. Low blow, Claymore, 1, 2, 3. Even though he shouldn't, he should beat Sami Zayn decisively, right, clean. But whatever. Moving on to the Rumbles. Let's start with the Women's Royal Rumble. We should get some surprises here. We should probably get some call-ups from NXT showing up. Who wins the Royal Rumble? I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley. Clearly, they're going to set up Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky. I think that's right up Triple H's alley, and plus multiple reports have been talking about that for a while. It's been out in the rumor mill where that's what Triple H is wanting to do. I could see Triple H going with that because he's fans of both women and they're both over. But that would mean Rhea would have to turn heel. You cannot turn Io heel. Io is a forever babyface, in my opinion. I don't think you should ever boo Io Sky. You can boo Rhea Ripley, but I think that Rhea turning heel is the best decision, and I do think that Rhea should win the Rumble. You have no one else. I don't think that Liv Morgan's going to win. We don't know where Bianca Belair is. Hopefully she does show up at the Rumble, but she's not winning, even if she were to enter it. So I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley. There's not a second option or a third, nor is there a dark horse. I'm just going to go with Rhea Ripley. I feel that's where all this points to, is to Rhea. All the signs are leading to Rhea and Io. And it makes the most sense. I mean, what else can you do? Seriously. What the hell else can you do? There's nothing else. This would, in my opinion, Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the Women's World Title. That would be a good night one main event, right? I could see them closing the show night one with Rhea and Io. I think that would be good because they still want to get back to what they did at WrestleMania 35 and what they did with Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks back in 2021. They still want to get back to those aspects for the women, where they're main eventing at least one night of the of Mania. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out, because I don't see Stephanie Baker being champion going into WrestleMania. So I don't see that happening. But I do think this sets up for Io versus Rhea. Because if they don't go Io and versus Rhea, then what else do you have on the table? Like, seriously, what else do you have on the table? Charlotte Flair's in a tag team. Alexa Bliss is in a tag team, right? You can't put it on Roxanne Perez. You can't put it on Liv Morgan. I mean, who do you have? Who do you have that's main event ready to step up on Raw or SmackDown, right? You don't got anybody. You ain't got shit. You don't have shit. You really don't. So I'm gonna go with Rhea Ripley winning the Women's Royal Rumble. Moving on, main event of the evening, the Men's Royal Rumble. I'm going to go Roman Reigns as my first pick. I think they might go Roman Cody 3, even though I don't want it to happen. And I'm a fan of Cody. I'm a fan of Roman. But I would love to see Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. I think that would be great. I think you can kind of turn Punk heel or keep him tweener or something like that versus Roman Reigns. That would be tremendous. And I think that would be a very safe option because I don't want to see Roman Cody 3. Even if you turn Cody heel, I'm still not going to care. I'm just not, right? Option 2, Cody Rhodes. Cody versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. That would be cool there. That would be great. That would be good. I would be excited for that because Cody is a work rate guy. Same thing with CM Punk. So that title fits Cody. It does. It fits him. So I could see that. And that's it. Who else could win the Royal Rumble? As a dark horse, I'm going to say Braun Breaker. But I don't think that's going to happen at all. I really don't think that's going to happen. Clearly, what's on Braun Breaker's horizon is going to probably be Seth Rollins. I don't know why I said Brock Lesnar. I apologize for even saying that. But Braun's path is probably going to be Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins hopefully can be back by Mania. Hopefully. So that's where they're going. So Braun will be on the WrestleMania card, which is great. My third option to win the Rumble would honestly be Jacob Fatu. I think that would be great. I think you need to go younger. But then does that get Cody involved? And does that, play into the triple threat rumors, right? That we've been getting that for a while, management has been high on Jacob Fatu. They've been high on him, and they want him to go, be a big star. So, I don't know. So, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't want to see Drew, Cody, Jacob triple threat. Nah, that's not even like a main event. I mean, it's not main event. That's more like an opener to a show. Really and truthfully, it is. It's more like something that you would open up WrestleMania Night 1 or Night 2 with, and that would be it. So, there is that. Let's go over the surprises. It'll probably end up being some NXT call-ups. I do think we'll probably end up seeing Chris Jericho show up as well. I think that would be cool. That's great. If he doesn't show up there, he'll definitely show up on Monday in Philly. But they'll probably end up having Jericho show up for sure. more than likely. I think Brock Lesnar is going to be in the Rumble. We already know he's going to be there anyway, so he's going to be there. He's going to eliminate Gunther. That's going to set up their program. Jericho will probably, if he's at the Rumble, he'll probably end up eliminating LA Knight, and they'll have a feud there between the two of them. Oba family should have a good showing in the Rumble. Same thing with the Vision as a faction. I could see Oba being the one to get rid of all the members of the Vision, and then maybe, Braun Breaker is able to get, throw Oba over the top rope or whatever. So I'm guessing, but I'm not really all that excited for the Rumble. I'm just not. I'm not. But I am intrigued of how the Men's Royal Rumble will play out. So my predictions again for the Royal Rumble. AJ Styles does not retire. He wins via roll-up. Drew McIntyre retains the WWE Undisputed Championship via underhanded means. Claymore, low blow. Rhea Ripley is going to win the Women's Royal Rumble. And Roman Reigns is going to win the Men's Royal Rumble. A second option, Cody. A third option, Braun Breaker. That's my dark horse option. My third option would be Jacob Fatu. So those are my predictions. But what do you guys think of the Rumble? What are y'all's predictions? And are you excited for the Rumble? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.